Hello my dear students. Hemoglobin and normal hemoglobin. Polymorphic hemoglobin means types of hemoglobin, and abnormal hemoglobin means they forms a different in normal introduction of hemoglobin is a conjugated protein 2 alpha and 2 beta in normal hemoglobin. All four subunits are tertiary globular protein, each prosthetic group of iron porphyrin. All four subunits are associated to each other to form a globular quaternary. Four subunits are associated by non-covalently heme group and a polypeptide chain. The group is made up of porphyrin and ferrocene, reversibly combine with oxygen and transports oxygen in the body. Normal level of hemoglobin in blood is 14 to 16 gram per dl in males and in female 15 gram per dl. HbA, HbA2 and HbF, these are the different type of HbA2 have a 2 alpha 2 beta and HbF have 2 alpha and 2 subunit is similarly present in all type of beta similar. HbA, in HbA there are HbA2 2 alpha and 2 gamma subunits. So here beta 2 delta 2 subunits and alpha 2 alpha 2 alpha 2 alpha. Now A is 67 kilodalton Hb hemoglobin. Now normal adult blood HbA constant and 2% HbA2 HbF. So minor content in blood. Each alpha chain has 140 and the beta, gamma, delta and epsilon chains have 146 amino acids. Like subunits have 146 amino acids. So this is the hypothetical hemoglobin is separate chain of different color 1, 2, 3, 4 and each hemoglobin molecules is a subunit. So this is the heme and this is the iron. So this prosthetic group is called iron porphyrin heme. The 58th residue is distal because it is a due, proximal because it is a lie near the Fe. Histidine molecule है that is called very important role in a binding of oxygen. Now the polypeptide chains are of 5 types: alpha, beta. These are the different 5 types of polypeptide chains which are present in hemoglobin, as it are made up of 146 amino acids each. The genes for polypeptide chains of hemoglobin are called globin gene, and the globin genes are present in 2 clusters on using alpha chain, and chromosome 11 is responsible beta and beta similar like polypeptide. Alpha and zeta gene alpha 2. The alpha 1 and alpha 2 genes are delta, epsilon and gamma genes. There are 2 gamma genes, A gamma and G gamma. A gamma and G gamma are nearly hemoglobin synthesis occurs in red blood precursors. It begins 60 stage and the remaining 35% of hemoglobin completed by a reticulo. Part of heme synthesis occurs in mitochondria. Globin is synthesized on ribosome in cytosol. Synthesis of heme and globin is synchronous. Jitna heme they will associate and form a hemoglobin is developmentally regulated. Hemoglobin synthesis begins at 3 weeks and epsilon and zeta genes are expressed until the 8th week of gestation. The predominant hemoglobin at this stage is alpha 2, epsilon 2 and some alpha 2 and zeta 2. These epsilon and zeta subunits are present in up to the 8th week of gestation. So these are the peak of gestation stage. The expression of epsilon and zeta predominates until birth. अब गामा जीन का सिंथेसिस शुरू हो जाता है और एप्सिलॉन और जीटा जीन्स का सिंथेसिस डिक्लाइन होगा. Now the major hemoglobin at this stage is alpha 2 and gamma 2 subunits. So this hemoglobin containing 2 alpha and 2 gamma chains is After birth, the expression of gamma gene declines. Birth के बाद gamma gene का synthesis increases. The major hemoglobin after birth with delta 2. So in adults, constituent of hemoglobin and alpha minor constituent of adult hemoglobin. Now alpha to beta 2 hemoglobin is a normal adult hemoglobin. It is abbreviated as HbA. It accounts for 95 to 98% of the total hemoglobin in adults. Hemoglobin is also found in adults. It is abbreviated by HbA2. So Hb is adult hemoglobin and HbA2 is adult hemoglobin, a part of adult hemoglobin with the delta subunits. Now alpha 2 and epsilon 2 and alpha 2 zeta 2 forms of hemoglobin known as the embryonic hemoglobin. So alpha 2 delta hemoglobin, which is predominant in fetal life. So it's HbF hemoglobin, and embryonic hemoglobin is abbreviated by alpha 2 and zeta 2. Hemoglobin F may also be presented in adults in very small amount. Now hemoglobin A2, it is normal about adult. It is normal adult hemoglobin. It is about 2% of total hemoglobin. It has 2 alpha chains and 2 delta chains. The delta chains has sequence homology with the beta chain. The beta thalassemia as a comparative pH of hemoglobin A2 is 7.4, whereas the isoelectric point of hemoglobin A is 6.85. The difference of this pH plays a very important role in our buffering system. ABH-A2 is a slower mover on electrophoresis. Now HbF has 2 alpha chains and 2 gamma chains. Gamma chains has 46 amino acids and 2 base phosphoglycerate. Due to this, hemoglobin have, when 2,3 bis phosphoglycerate decrease in concentration, oxygen binding capacity will increase on hemoglobin molecule. The synthesis of hemoglobin F starts by 7th week of gestation. It becomes the predominant hemoglobin by 28 weeks. At birth, 80% of hemoglobin is fetal hemoglobin. During the first 6 months of life, it decreases to about 5% of total as a compensatory measures. Now hemoglobin E, it is the second most of 26 position per beta chain representer, that is replaced by lysine. It produced by hemoglobin E. It is predominant seen in oriental of Southeast Asia, like in Thailand, Myanmar and Bangladesh, etc. In India, it is predominant in West Bengal. Heterozygous, this heterozygous forms are completely accepted, and it has the similar genetic mobility as hemoglobin A2. Now other hemoglobin variants besides the fetal and embryonic ends of hemoglobin reported: hemoglobin C, HbC, HbD, HbM, etc. HbC, here the glutamic acid which is present at the beta chain, its sex position is replaced by lysine, which create the double heterozygous have a moderate disease, and homozygous homozygotes have a hemolytic anemia. Now as hemoglobin D generate when the at 120 glutamic acid is replaced by glutamine, it produces HbD, first reported in Punjab, so it is abbreviated as HbD Punjab, and HbSD is create a severe diseases. Now hemoglobin M, proximal and distal histidine substituents are variable. So hemoglobin M reported in Boston and hemoglobin M is Hyde Park. These are 2 type of hemoglobin are reported. Here proximal and distal histidines are substituted with different amino acids. So they create the hemoglobin M. So HbC, HbD and HbM are the different type of hemoglobin. They are really in specific areas. Now structure of hemoglobin. The major secondary structure in the globin chain is alpha helix. Beta, gamma, delta and alpha helices regions are reported in beta chain, that is D, E, F, G, H. These the 8 helices are present in chain. So there are 7 helices in alpha chain present. They are reported as the DE helix is missing in alpha. So say this diagram is showing different helices region in globin chain. This is given the name A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. In case of alpha chain, this D helix is missing in alpha chain. Center of each heme group, it has 6 electrons in its outermost orbit. 4 of these link iron to the 4 nitrogen atoms of heme, like that. On the electron, 1 electron of iron links to a histidine residue of the polypeptide chain. This has the histidine position at 87 position in the alpha chain, and histidine at 92 position in beta, and the other residues are present in the helix F. The bond between iron at 87 and 92 is known as the proximal iron histidine bonds. It is showing here. This is the alpha helix, is a helix, helix F, and the heme group and iron is linked with the proximal histidine. Now, one other histidine residue in helix E is on the opposite coordinate. हमने A to H तक 8 हेलिक्सेस बताए थे, वो अपोजिट साइड में कोऑर्डिनेट करता है. दिस हिस्टीडीन इज प्रेजेंट एट 58 नॉन अल्फा चेन. 63 इज नोन एज डिस्टल हिस्टीडीन रेजिड्यूज. Proximal nearly found in hemoglobin, iron porphyrin away from the iron. Distal histidine residue prevents oxidation of ferrous by any the vicinity. On exposure to the high oxygen tension, oxygen enter the distal histidine residues and ferrous ion. Oxygen binds loosely to ferrous ion, which is now hemoglobin can exist in two thermodynamic conformations. The conformations are known as tense and relaxed states. It is abbreviated by T for tense and R for relaxed states. So hemoglobin are relaxed state, T state and R state, binding to T to R state. During T to conversion of R transaction, one pair of 15 degree relative to the other pairs. Suppose जो वो one alpha and one beta form a one group, and one alpha and one beta form another group, and they rotate by 15 degree when they convert to T to R transition. Now the two beta polypeptide chain becomes narrower when the oxygen attaches to the iron. जब ऑक्सीजन बाइंड हो जाती है तो वो उसका गैप था वो कम हो जाता है. Now 2,3-bisphosphoglycerate is an important regulator of oxygenation and deoxygenation of hemoglobin. It is formed in the erythrocytes from 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, which is an intermediate of a glycolytic pathway. ग्लाइकोलाइटिक पाथवे में 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate बनता है in cytosol, but in RBC it 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate is not directly to convert to 3-phosphoglycerate. It is bypassed by a 2,3-bisphosphoglycerate. So 2,3-bisphosphoglycerate is formed in RBC. So this shunt is called a Rappaport-Levering shunt. There is a central cavity in the hemoglobin molecule surrounded by a 4 polypeptide chain. These are 4 polypeptide chains, and they form there the central cavity. It is hollow and provided the appropriate room for locating the 2,3-bisphosphoglycerate here. So 2,3-bisphosphoglycerate enter the center cavity when its concentrate is high. जब 2,3-bisphosphoglycerate concentration ज़्यादा होता है तो it located here in the hemoglobin. See here, so 2,3-bisphosphoglycerates form a salt bridge between the two beta chains. Now low availability of low availability increases the conversion of 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate to 2,3-bis phosphoglycerate. लो प्रेशर होता है उस समय 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate 2,3-bis phosphoglycerate कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. Binding of 2,3-bis phosphoglycerate to hemoglobin changes the R form to T form. This results the increase the oxygen this result in the release of oxygen from the hemoglobin. The reverse happens in lungs when the availability of oxygen is high and oxygen binding changes the T form to R form, and this narrows the central cavity, which is not allowed to bind with 2,3-base phosphoglycerate at center cavity of hemoglobin when hemoglobin is oxygenated in the lungs. Now come to the derivatives of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin can form the following derivatives: oxyhemoglobin, methemoglobin, and sulfhemoglobin. Now one by one we will discuss. Oxygenated form of hemoglobin, it is bright red in color. Oxygen is transported to the tissue in the form of oxyhemoglobin. Now second is carboxyhemoglobin. Hemoglobin combines with carbon monoxide to form carboxyhemoglobin. Affinity of hemoglobin for carbon monoxide is 200 times than that of oxygen. So carbon monoxide have a more affinity, is a cherry red in color. Carboxyhemoglobin is much more stable as compared to oxyhemoglobin. Once it is formed, oxygen cannot displace carbon monoxide than oxyhemoglobin. Formation of carboxyhemoglobin decreases the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. Now third derivative is methemoglobin. Some drugs and chemicals can oxidize the ferrous ion of hemoglobin to ferric ion. So these include sulfonamide, antipyrine, nitrites, and nitrobenzene. These drugs can oxidize ferrous to ferric ion. So hemoglobin is converted into methemoglobin, which is brownish red in color. Now some methemoglobin is formed normally by endogenous oxidizing agents, methemoglobin reductase and glutathione. So these two continuously reduces methemoglobin to hemoglobin. So in endogenous methemoglobin, but the methemoglobin reductase glutathione, it reversibly converted methemoglobin to hemoglobin. Now methemoglobin cannot combine with oxygen, but methemoglobin can combine with cyanide to form cyan-meth detoxification of cyanide toxins. So this property is used in the treatment of the cyanide poisoning. The patient is given sodium nitrite and a sodium thiosulfate. Sodium nitrite and sodium thiosulfate cyanide poisoning के against दी जाती है. Hemoglobin to methemoglobin, cyanide to form a non-toxic cyanide methemoglobin. Sodium thiosulfate reacts with cyanide to form non-toxic sodium thiocyanate. So there are two ways through cyanide converts hemoglobin to thiocyanate. Okay. Now hemoglobin, it is dirty brown in color and cannot, it persists in red color cells throughout the remaining lifespan. Now nitric acid, nitric oxides. Hemoglobin can also bind with nitric oxide with high affinity similar to binding of carbon monoxide. The nitric oxide is delivered at its site of action, for example capillary endothelium. The positive cooperativity effect and hydrogen ion concentration play a role in the binding and delivery of nitric oxide by hemoglobin, increases its half-life. The heme iron preferably bind to nitric oxide in the T conformation. When hemoglobin acquires the R conformation, the nitric oxide is transformed to a cysteine chain and then to the SH group of a small molecule like a glutathione. When R form reverts to T state, the nitric oxide with complex state is biologically very potent and even under a low oxygen tension delivers nitric oxide to tissue capillaries. Now, abnormal hemoglobin results from the mutations in the globin genes. Often a single amino acid is substituted, creates an abnormal hemoglobin. Hundreds of mutant hemoglobins have been discovered till now. Most of mutant hemoglobin are capable of normal and nearly normal functioning. Such mutants are known as the hemoglobin variants or a polymorphism of hemoglobin. In some mutants, amino acid substitutions occurs in critical regions of molecules. This impairs the functioning of hemoglobin. Such hemoglobins are known as abnormal hemoglobins. Diseases resulting from the abnormal, rather some hemoglobinopathies, they are HbS hemoglobin, hemoglobin C, hemoglobin E, hemoglobin D, which is a predominant reported in Punjab, and hemoglobin M. The point mutation positions at beta chain at 6 position at beta chain and 26 position at beta chain and 121 place of beta chain. And in case of hemoglobin N, proximal and distal histidine in alpha and beta chain acids are replaced by the another amino acids which generate this such type of hemoglobin. Now, amino acid substitution in HbS, glutamate replaced by valine, and HbC glutamate replaced by lysine, and HbE in glutamate replaced by lysine, and hemoglobin D, which is in which glutamate replaced by glutamine, and in hemoglobin M, histidine replaced by tyrosine. Where GAG, and CAC. GAG are this the codons which were responsible for synthesizing placing the glutamate at this specific is the code for glutamate, and CAC is code for histidine. Now these codons converted to in this codons, this is called a point mutation. So G on valine and GAG converted to AAG, which is valine, and GAG is converted to AG, which is responsible for placing the lysine, and GAG converted to CAG, which is responsible for placing the glutamine, and CAC, which was the responsible for placing the histidine, is the point mutated to UAC, which is responsible for tyrosine in the proximal and distal histidine replacement. So these are the some important hemoglobinopathies, and diseases resulting from them are hemoglobin S, hemoglobin M, and thalassemia. Hemoglobin S means sickle cell hemoglobin, is formed when the glutamate residue at the position 6 in the beta chain is replaced by valine. To here hemoglobin S means sickle cell hemoglobin beta UG में convert हो जाता है. Now this amino acid residue is presented on the surface of the hemoglobin molecule. Glutamate has a polar side chain while the valine has a non-polar side chain. Replacement of a polar valine residue of one molecule attracts non-polar residue of another. This starts a chain reaction causing aggregation of the several hemoglobin molecules. यहाँ पर ग्लूटामेट की जगह वैलिन आता है तो उसका होता है वो नॉन पोलर वैलिन जो है वो अट्रैक्ट करता है नॉन पोलर दूसरे molecules को. So non-polar valine molecules attract to each other to form a chain of hemoglobins like this way. This the different various hemoglobin molecules linked to each other form a thread-like structure. So aggregation of hemoglobin molecules form a thread-like structure. So aggregation results in the formation of a fibrous structure. This distorts the erythrocytes into a sickle cell shaped. इसी कारण जो है वो आरबीसी सिकल सेल आरबीसी में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है. Like this way, aggregation of hemoglobin molecule distorts RBC. So this ये क्या आकार का जो दिख रहा है, this is the RBC and these lining are indicating the aggregation of hemoglobin. Due to this, the RBC is and sickle cell RBC is curved like this way. So oxygenated hemoglobin exists in the R state and the non-polar valine is the R state. Therefore, there is no aggregation. The non-polar valine residue are not exposed on the surface of R state. Therefore, there is no aggregation. So deoxygenated hemoglobin exists in the T state. In non-polar valine residue are exposed on the surface, therefore deoxygenated hemoglobin S gets aggregated. Hemoglobin is present in the deoxygenated form when oxygen tension is low. There is an aggregation of RBC at a low oxygen tension. So see here the blocking of the capillaries by a sickle cell RBC. Like this way. So this capillary is blocked by sickle cells also attached or adhered on the wall of the capillaries. Inheritance of sickle cell anemia is autosomal recessive. Defect parents only, it results in sickle cell traits. Sickle cell traits does not, if the defect is inherited from the both parents, clinically abnormal, results in sickle cell diseases. Presence of hemoglobin S gives some protection against malaria. When ash, the malaria parasites inhibits RBC gets killed when the RBC are sickled. Prevalence of hemoglobin S has been found to be higher where malaria is endemic. ऐसा देखा गया है जहाँ पर मलेरिया बार बार होता है वो उनके ब्लड में सिकल सेल हीमोग्लोबिन इज फाउंड इन मोर अमाउंट. हीमोग्लोबिन M Boston, this is the type of hemoglobin formed by replacement of histidine which is present at tyrosine due to a point mutation. Phenol group of tyrosine is blocked with iron ferric forming methemoglobin. Methemoglobin cannot combine with oxygen. In thalassemia results from a decrease in the or a lack of synthesis either alpha chain or beta chains. Due to defects in alpha chain, it is known as alpha thalassemia, and defects in beta. Defective synthesis of alpha chain lead to alpha thalassemia, and that of beta chains leads to a beta thalassemia. Now, a variety of genetic defects can cause thalassemia, such as deletion of a part of a whole of a gene and defective processing of the primary transcript and defective translation of mRNA and premature termination. So these are the 4 causes which generate a variety of genetic defects causes a thalassemia. Decreased synthesis or a lack of synthesis of one type of chain leads to an overproduction of उसके compensate करने के लिए दूसरी chain जो है वो ज़्यादा synthesize होगी. This results in the formation of a hemoglobin having only. So when the defects in transmitted by only one parent, it results in the thalassemia minor, which is transmitted by both parents. It results in thalassemia major, which is associated with the severe anemia. Now, glycated hemoglobin. It is abbreviated glycated hemoglobin linked to a sugar. Most monosaccharide bound with the hemoglobin in the formation of the sugar hemoglobin linkage indicates the presence of excessive sugar in the bloodstream, which is often indicative of the diabetes. So A1C is of interest because it is easy to detect. The process by which sugar attached to a hemoglobin is called glycation. So glycation is the process where glucose or other monosaccharides bind with hemoglobin when uncontrolled long time. Glycated hemoglobin indicate poorer control of blood glucose level. It have been associated with cardiovascular disease, nephropathy, neuropathy, and retinopathy. The standard for a glycated hemoglobin diabetes is if HbA1c is less than 5.7%, it considered as a normal. If the glycated hemoglobin is 5.7 to 6.4, it's considered as pre-diabetes, and more than 6.5% of glycated hemoglobin is resulted as diabetes. If percentage is increasing from 6.5 to 7, 8, 9, 10, that means a high glucose levels is uncontrolled in diabetic patient. Now techniques to detect the glycated hemoglobins. Current clinical methods for determination of glycated hemoglobins are electrophoresis, ion exchange chromatography, HPLC, boronate, affinity chromatography, immunoassay, liquid chromatography, mass spectroscopy, fluorometry, colorimetry, various type of techniques through which we can identify the glycated hemoglobin. These methods have drawbacks such as the complexity, time consuming, expensive, and a trained person are required for testing these operating these techniques. So due to this elimination of drawbacks, some techniques overcomes by the biosensing methods, which are based on measure of electrons current generated from the splitting of H2O2 released during the oxidation of the fructosyl valine by immobilized fructosyl amino acid oxidase, which is directly proportional to the glycated hemoglobin concentration. So biosensing method is the prominent and advanced method through which glycated percentage, if percentage is 6, patients is suffering blood glucose from last 3 months. Now important question, it may be asked in university examination. Notes on glycated hemoglobin पर नोट्स पूछा जा सकता है. HbA1c, एक्सप्लेन पॉलीमॉर्फिक ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन के प्रकार, टाइप ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन पूछे जा सकते हैं. एक्सप्लेन एबनॉर्मल हीमोग्लोबिन इन ब्रीफ विद एग्जांपल. एबनॉर्मल हीमोग्लोबिन अभी लिखना पड़ेगी. एंड व्हाट आर डेरिवेटिव्स ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन, है ना. कार्बन ऑक्सीजन कार्बोक्सी हीमोग्लोबिन के हमने डेरिवेटिव्स भी बताए हैं. ऑल दिस, सो all answers are is in our lecture, so you can prepare.